Hey guys, I've had a really crazy, unplanned morning. Crook as a dog. I had to go to the doctor's. Had no intentions of going up shopping or anything like that at all. But the doctor's is pretty much next door to Lifeline, so I thought I was stuck in there for a quick look. And I found some crazy stuff. I've got a guy has donated his whole video game collection. Apparently, he's a wealthy guy from Melbourne. And he just didn't want it anymore. So he's donated it. He didn't need the money, I guess. He's donated his whole video game collection, a whole bunch of collectible action figures, which they didn't have there. They had a few of them out. And apparently they've got like 40 boxes of comics as well, but they're not there yet or some shit. Anyway, so I didn't get really any footage, a tiny little bit of footage, which I'll show here, of the glass cabinet, and we'll come back to those a bit later on. And they also had a big shelf of video games, but I had no idea these were in there. I just like go in, have a quick look, went to my normal sort of categories first, had a look at the t-shirts and that. Then I went over to the DVD section. The DVDs are all 50 cents. And they put a whole bunch of VHS out, 50 cents each as well. And there's actually some good ones in there. So I snagged some. I'm standing there looking through all the bloody VHS for ages, not even realising there's people going through all these games over in the corner. Over at the front, sorry. But I still snagged some good ones. LB Mangles, you just cannot go wrong with LB Mangles. Absolutely love the bloke. $25 that one will go for. This is just cool, like old shitty action movie. I just love these old covers, poster artwork. Sorry, I can't really talk properly because I'm sick. That sort of thing probably go for like $20. Dress to Kill in a clamshell. There's a whole bunch of clamshells here, and they're in really good nick. No idea what this is. It's got Michael Caine in it. In the clamshell, Next of Kin horror movie, not in a clamshell, but that should go alright as well. This one's pretty funny. The Losers, they were the Devil's Angels.
Here come the losers. Killers by instinct, mercenaries by profession.
You're bred, man.
I'm a full-blooded American boy, Captain. Just love me.
The losers.
I reckon I'm going to have to chuck that one on and have a watch. Electric Dreams, pretty popular, this movie. Really nice clamshell as well. Might get about 40 out of that one. Another funny one, Lady Truckers. It just looks hilarious. It's like an action movie about lady truckers or something, so I'll have to watch that one as well.
When it comes to the crunch, and it will,
There they are.
there's a couple of lady truckers who can out-truck, outwit, and outrun any other rig and any other pig on the road.
Yeah, this is the best one by far. The Elephant Man, David Lynch. Absolute classic. And this clamshell is like mint condition. It is so nice. The tape doesn't have any mold or anything. So yeah, maybe 40 or 50 out of that one. They're all 50 cents each. And also grabbed some bread and butter DVDs. Bread and butter DVDs. These ones are all like 25 each. 50 cents each I paid for these. So that was a pretty good start. Then I noticed these games. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. So I was in there for bloody an hour going through them all. A few other people there as well. So it was a little bit hectic. That's why I couldn't film anything. But I've picked up a whole bunch. I've gone through and I've comped them. So I'm going to show you what I got. I paid up for some of them were cheap, and some of them were expensive. They had a guy there who kind of knew what he was doing, so he went and sorted them all and priced them all and stuff like that. So I did have to pay up for some of them, but totally worth it. PSP, Final Fantasy Tactics, I paid 20 for this, but I should get 60 for it. These prices are all gross, before fees and tax and all that crap. Talkman's just a cheap one. It was $5. I get 20 out of it. Probably should have left it, to be honest. Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. I paid 20 for this one again, and I should get 60 out of it. GameCube. Star Fox Adventures, paid $25 for this, should get $60 out of it. Another GameCube, Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. It doesn't have a manual. This was only $5, but I should get $30 out of it anyway. Jade Empire, limited edition. This was $5. I should get $30 out of it. Call of Cthulhu, I paid $30 for this, but I should get $90 for it. Rise of the Kasai, I paid $5 for this one and should get $40 out of it. This is a weird one. Mark Echo's Getting Up, limited edition. Not many sold comps on this one. There's a few of them listed for 50 and over. So and that's the normal version. This is limited edition. I might aim for 40. Okami on the Wii. I paid $10 for this one and I should get $35 for it. God of War Origins Collection should get $75 for this. Paid $10. God of War Collection. This one's a bit weird. It was $4, so it's a no-brainer. But it's like a Japanese version, even though it's got the Australian rating on it. I don't know what's going on there. So it does comp out for a bit more, but I might only get 30 or 40 for it because of that reason. There's a few rock bands here. I've got a rock band set that I need to list, so I might list a couple of these with the set. $2 for this one. It's only a $14 one. Again, $2 for Rock Band 1, a $15 one. Rock Band 2, paid $2 for this. Should get $40 for that. Rock Band 3, I paid $5 for this, and I should get $50 for that. And not only that, but there's two of them. So I should get another $50 for that. Left 4 Dead 2, 2 copies of that, $3 each. Should get $22 each for those. And of Orcs and Men, I paid $7 for this one, and I should get $35 out of that. And the last one, just a limited edition Harry Potter Lego with the magnets and everything in it. I paid $7 for this one, and I should get about $30 out of that. So that's most of the games. I went out to my car, had a bit of a think about it, looked at some more comps. I did offer $150 for Conker's Bad Fur Day, but he wouldn't take it, which was totally fair enough. They just put them out that morning. It's like a $300 game, and then it's like $100 for the manual. So it's about $400 of value, and they had $200 on it. And when I take into account all my costs, fees, all that stuff, it just quite wasn't worth it. So I thought maybe I'll go back in and offer him a deal for a couple of the others and see what he says. So I ended up getting him. I got Conker's Bad Fur Day and Banjo-Tooie. $260 I paid, so I actually did pay the full price for those, but I got him to throw in 4 more games for me. So PS Vita Borderlands 2, I should get 28 out of that. Dragon Ball Origins, I should get 70, did I comp that at? 70. I should get 70 out of that. Sims 3, I should get 25 out of. And this weird Project Rub, I don't know what's going on with this game. It's G-rated. It's got a half-naked woman on it. It says Project Rub. It's got Sonic in the corner. The back of it says, "For weirdly, wonderfully in Rub Love. Rub, touch, shout, and blow to perform madcap stunts and rescue your girl from danger." Anyway, I should get about 40 out of that as well. So that's how I worked around it. I was pretty keen to get Conkers for a decent price for me, and that was a way I was able to work it out so that it was worth it for me. Those 4 extra games are probably going to net me around about $100, so totally worth it in the end. Now, it doesn't end there. This was nuts. I went to the counter to pay. This was actually the first time when I went to the counter to pay. And I got this t-shirt just hanging up at the back there with a $50 price on it. And I said, "Can I have a look at that t-shirt?" She gave it to me, and I said, "I'll take it straight away." It is unbelievable. It is a Metallica and Guns N' Roses combined 1992 tour t-shirt. Absolutely unbelievable. Faith No More with a support band as well. I would have died to go to this concert when I was 12 years old. On the Brockham Group tag, it's a size large. Absolutely unbelievable. $50 they had on it. So I took it. They said it has a tiny little hole under the armpit there, and that's why they only had $50 on it. They actually are a bit expensive in there. They sort of know what they have. But yeah, they thought it wouldn't be worth as much because of that little hole. I do think it might have a little bit of dry rot on the sleeve. It's hard to see. I'm going to have to look into that because I don't know anything about dry rot. But yeah, I will look into it. I think it's still going to have a fair bit of value anyway. So just absolutely stoked to find it. It's only the second vintage band tee I've ever third vintage band tee I've ever found. Janet Jackson one that I sold for $300. A Hanson one that I picked up recently, which I haven't listed yet, and this is the third one, and by far the best one. Absolutely unbelievable. And then the guy that was doing the games, he was standing there and he said, oh, they got a whole tub of music t-shirts out the back. I said, can I have a look? And he said, I'll get the manager. And she brought them out. Most of them were cotton on, that sort of thing. I grabbed a couple. They're not super bangers or anything. There's one pretty good one here. This is a Marilyn Manson 2007 tour tee and TSP tag there. So yeah, pretty cool. I paid $5 each for all these ones. And then there's two AC/DC tour tees. These are modern tour tees. This is a 2010 one. These two are basically brand new. And this is I think this might be 2010 as well. Yep, the Black Ice Tour. So I paid $5 each for those. They're big sizes as well, which is good. And this one, a fucking Kanye West tour t-shirt. It was $5. I don't know if I'm gonna sell it. I think I'm gonna drink a fuckload of petrol and I'm gonna piss on it and set it on fire because that's probably all he deserves, I reckon. No, that's not true. I will actually sell it. Pretty good for $5 each for all of those. So I was absolutely stoked. So I've paid up today. I spent $525. Pretty crazy to spend $500 in an op shop, but I have. And I think I'll get around about in between $2,000 to $2,500 gross. So that's gross. That I'm going to take fees out of that. I'm going to take shipping out of that. I'm going to take tax out of that. I'm going to take GST out of that. So it does bring it down a bit. You got to keep that in mind. But it's still going to be a nice, healthy profit in the end. Maybe $1,000 to $1,500 profit. So I'm going to wrap up, but that is not all. So stick around. The absolute best thing that I got today is coming up at the end of this video. By far the best thing that I got today. It's unbelievable. So thanks for watching, everyone. Look after yourself, be kind, and we'll see you on the next one. Sit. Sit. Stay. Are you ready? What's that? You don't know what to do with him, do you? Let's put him on the ground. Hey, don't eat him. How much is that dog?